Hi, seventh grade. Hey, how's everybody today? I hope you're doing well. Gotten to enjoy some sunshine yesterday and the day before, maybe even a little bit today. It's been nice. It's been a nice spring so far. Great spring for us to be home. I hope that you've been able to take some breaks and go out and play. Today, we're going to talk about Out of My Mind. I want you to get your study guide. You should have answered study guide questions for chapter 7. Nope, we did 7 already. 8 and 9. Chapter 8 is a crucial chapter in this book. And in case you hadn't guessed, it's where the picture on the cover came from. So I sort of hope you figured that out. A lot of people wonder, why is there a fish jumping out of a fishbowl? Well, there you go. Chapter 8. All right, so who's Ollie? Just jumping right in here. Ollie is... Who is Ollie? He's the goldfish, right? And Melody thinks that his life is worse than hers because, well, mostly because he's trapped, right? He's even more trapped than she is. He just swims around in a circle all day. I'm venturing a guess to say that this is an ordinary little itty bitty little fishbowl and not like a fancy pants, aquarium. And she feels like Ollie is probably bored. I'm trying to find it in my book here. I had it marked and then it lost and left me. I took my finger out of the spot. Okay. Here we go. All right. He lived in a small bowl on the table in my room. The bottom of the bowl was covered with tiny pink rocks and a fake plastic log wedged in the rocks. I guess it's supposed to look like something from under the sea, but I don't think there are any lakes or oceans that have that color. So Ollie spent his whole day just swimming along and ducking into the fake. He always swam in the same direction. And the only time he'd change his course is when he was getting food. Now, what's really bizarre is the way that Ollie just jumped out. How does Melody compare her own life to Ollie's? It's in the way that she feels trapped and that she has to rely on the kindness of others and she can't do what she wants to do. So she's trapped in her body the same way Ollie was trapped in the chair. And then, of course, we go through the whole scene where Ollie jumps out and she can't do anything to save him, even though she really does, which then makes her feel even more trapped. So here I have on page 64, in the middle of it, she says, Mom came in and scolded me once more. Your goldfish didn't make it, Melody. I don't get it. Why would you do that to that poor little fish? He was happy in his own little world. Well, of course, Mom's sort of clueless. She didn't understand what was going on at all. And then Melody says, I wonder if maybe Ollie wasn't so happy after all. Maybe he was sick and tired of that bowl and that log and that circle. Maybe he just couldn't take it anymore. I feel like that sometimes. So this is where Melody is comparing herself to Ollie, and that there are times when she feels trapped and she just can't take it. And it really makes you feel kind of sad for her. But what happens on her 8th birthday is that she gets the dog. And I really thought it was interesting how she's able to finally communicate to her family what she wants the dog to be called, Butterscotch. And why does she think that the dog is so awesome? Well, because the dog takes good care of her. I like on page 66, it says that Butterscotch sleeps at the foot of my bed every night. It's like she read the book on what a great dog ought to do. Bark only when a stranger is at the door. Never pee or poop in the house. She got over the puppy stuff. And keep Melody happy. Butterscotch doesn't care that I can't talk to her. She knows I love her. She gets it. So it's really nice that she has this dog here. And then she goes on to talk about the whole Wizard of Oz issue and how she fell out of her chair. And Butterscotch went and alerted Mom that Melody had fallen, which proves again how great of how awesome dog she is, that she wouldn't have let anything bad happen to Butterscotch. And then Mom puts the movie back on, and that leads us to what would Melody wish to be if she were blown to Oz and met the wizard? And what would your wish be, and how are they different? Now, Melody wishes that she could sing like the Cowardly Lion and dance like the Tin Man. Even though neither of them did it very well, she would be happy to be able to just to sing and dance. Now, your answer is going to be different because, well, or maybe you wish you could sing and dance too. I don't know, but that's a personal answer. So you should say something, that is personal to you. Me, I don't know. I'd kind of like to be I'd like to be Glinda, the good witch who gets to ride around in a bubble. I think that'd be kind of fun. But I've seen Wicked, so I've seen like a whole different side of it. But Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies, and I'm hoping that we get to see Levi in the Wizard of Oz, that it'll actually still happen. All right, that part. Okay, so now we're moving on to chapter 9. Wait, let me look over here and see if I can find any metaphors or similes for you. None of them are sticking out at me. The Albert Road had lost some of its magic glow. No. Not on those couple pages, but you need to keep on finding your similes and metaphors. So you should be here we go. Page 65. Top of page 65. When he set it on the floor in front of me, out exploded a flash of wriggling gold fun. That is a metaphor. She's comparing the puppy to wriggling gold fun. So there's a metaphor for you on page 65. All right. Just trying to help you out a little bit. That's good enough for that. So chapter 9 is when Mom gets pregnant. So I think it's interesting how she knows that her mom is pregnant before her mom even knows, because of the fact that she smells different. And that's a simile right there on page 71. I think I knew Mom was going to have a baby even before she did. She smelled different, like new soap. Her skin felt softer and warmer. So there's your simile. She's comparing Mom's scent to new soap, which would have indicated that it was fresh and clean smelling. Now, the question is, why does Melody's mother get scared when she's pregnant? And this is really a tricky question. I mean, it's tricky because it's sort of sad in that the mother is obviously afraid that that the baby's going to come out and be just like Melody. And you learn through this chapter that Mom kind of blames herself for what happened to Melody and feels like she did something wrong or something happened while she was pregnant that caused Melody to be the way that she is. And then why are mornings so difficult for Melody is because they're stressful, especially after Penny is born. Then Penny's born and she's perfect and she's beautiful and she's totally normal. And then it goes on to say how now with the addition of Penny, mornings are even harder because Melody is getting dressed and she's kind of upset because Mom doesn't dress her in the clothes that she wants to wear anymore. And then she has to wait to get fed. And then there's like this bickering and arguing oftentimes between Mom and Dad over how things should go, what things are going. And so the mornings are very difficult because of the stress and the arguing and the bickering between her parents. So that's pretty much your chapters 9 and 10. I mean, 8 and 9. I'm getting so confused. I'm doing too many videos. So, yep. There's some more similes and metaphors in here, so keep up on that. And then you're going to read some of the other questions It's really cool because Melody gets to start going to inclusion classes, and the plot is just going to continue to develop as Melody just grows and matures. So I hope you're liking the book. Go ahead and comment down below if you have any comments. Give me a like. It's kind of like a little pat on the back for your teacher. And I will see you again soon. Bye.